paint a story.
The last box in the hallway. A struggling family faces eviction after years of financial problems, hidden arguments, and broken trust, while the parents blame each other. The oldest daughter tries to keep the family together. But when one final notice arrives, every family member is forced to confront painful truths. In the end, they discover that a home is not built from walls but from honesty, sacrifice, and unity. The rain hammered against the apartment windows as 14-year-old Sarah sat quietly at the dinner table. The lights flickered every few seconds because the electricity bill had not been fully paid for months. Her younger brother Adam kept asking for food, but there was only bread and tea left in the kitchen. Their father stared silently at the wall while their mother pretended everything was normal. For the past year, Sarah had noticed the growing tension inside the house. Her father had lost his job at a construction company after the business closed unexpectedly. Since then, he spent most of his days searching for work, but returned home exhausted and frustrated. Every rejection slowly changed him into a colder person. Sarah's mother worked long hours sewing clothes for neighbors to earn extra money. She often stayed awake until midnight finishing orders under the weak yellow lamp in the corner of the room. Although she was tired, she never complained in front of the children, but Sarah could see the stress hidden behind her smile. One evening, Sarah woke up after hearing loud voices from the living room. Her parents were arguing again. Her father blamed her mother for spending too much money, while her mother accused him of giving up too easily. Their words became sharper and crueler with every sentence. Adam covered his ears and started crying quietly. The next morning, an official letter appeared under the apartment door. Sarah picked it up before anyone else could see it. Her hands trembled as she read the words carefully. The landlord demanded that the family leave the apartment within 10 days unless they paid the overdue rent. Sarah hid the letter in her school bag because she feared another argument. At school, she could not focus on her lessons. While her classmates laughed and talked about weekend plans, she sat silently thinking about what would happen if they lost their home. That afternoon, Sarah visited her grandmother after school. Her grandmother lived in a tiny old house outside the city. When Sarah finally told her everything, the old woman listened patiently without interrupting. Then she said softly, "Families break apart when pride becomes louder than love." When Sarah returned home, she found her parents arguing once again. This time, her father announced he wanted to leave the city to search for work elsewhere. Her mother became furious because she believed he was abandoning the family during the hardest moment of their lives. Adam suddenly shouted, "Please stop fighting." The room fell silent immediately. Tears rolled down his cheeks as he asked if they were going to become homeless. Neither parent could answer him. For the first time, they realized how deeply their problems were hurting their children. Late that night, Sarah finally placed the eviction letter on the table. Her father stared at it with disbelief while her mother looked completely defeated. The apartment became silent except for the ticking clock on the wall. Reality could no longer be ignored. The next day, Sarah's father swallowed his pride and visited old friends to ask for temporary work. Some rejected him politely, but one mechanic offered him small repair jobs at a garage. The pay was low, yet it was better than nothing. Meanwhile, Sarah's mother decided to expand her sewing work online. Sarah helped her take pictures of the clothes and post them on social media. Slowly, new customers began placing orders. For the first time in months, a small feeling of hope entered the house. Despite the progress, stress continued building inside the family. Bills piled up faster than they could earn money. One evening, the landlord arrived personally and warned them that the deadline would not be extended again. After the landlord left, Sarah's father sat alone in the hallway staring at packed cardboard boxes. He realized he had spent months blaming others instead of facing reality directly. He finally apologized to his wife for his anger and silence. Sarah's mother also admitted her mistakes. She confessed that she had hidden several unpaid bills because she did not want to worry the family more. Both parents understood that secrecy and pride had nearly destroyed their home. The following days became a race against time. Everyone worked together. Sarah tutored younger students after school for extra money. Adam helped deliver sewing orders around the neighborhood. Even small efforts began making a difference. On the final day before eviction, the family counted every bit of money they had collected. It was still not enough. The room filled with disappointment once again. Then someone knocked on the door. It was the grandmother. She carried a small wooden box containing her savings from many years. She told them, "A family survives when every person carries part of the burden." Her money covered the remaining rent balance. That night, the family shared a proper dinner together, for the first time in months. No one argued. No one blamed anyone else. Instead, they talked honestly about their fears, mistakes, and plans for the future. Months later, life was still difficult, but the family had changed completely. Sarah's father kept working at the garage while her mother's sewing business slowly grew. The apartment walls remained old and cracked, yet the home finally felt warm again. Sarah learned that problems do not destroy families' silence, pride, and lack of unity do.